What's up, YouTube? What's up, you boxing maniacs? Before we get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you already haven't, and don't forget to throw a jab at that like button. Alright, y'all. It's been a minute. I've been talking about this for a minute. I keep saying I'm going to bring it to you, but it's a lot of he say, she say, but it looked like it's going down now. It's Garry Russell Jr. and T.Bud.Crawford. I stated back that Garry Russell Jr., bad man, fierce. Leo Santa Cruz, Gervonta Tank Davis, and a few others, they've been running from Garry Russell Jr. Leo Santa Cruz, Gervonta Tank Davis, they used to fight at 130. Garry Russell was fighting at like 120 something. He said, I'm going to move up to 130 to fight you guys. They moved up to 135. They don't want no piece of Garry Russell Jr. He's the longest reigning champion. He's a bad man. He has one loss, and that's to Lamachico. And he wants the rematch with Lamachico. He said when he fought that fight with Lamachico, he was drained. He just wasn't in the fight, and he knew he wasn't going to win that fight. But he said he does want the rematch with Lamachico, and I think he should be fighting Lamachico. But at the same time, I don't know what it is, the bad blood between Garry Russell and T.Crawford. True facts. True that. Garry Russell stole on T.Crawford. You could say he stole on him, or he could just say he manned up on him and busted on him. He took the first shot, point blank period. Garry Russell got off first. He felt the funk. He felt the tension. Bam, he got off. Okay, T.Crawford ate the punch. Back then, T.Crawford was about 132. And Garry Russell was about 119. So it was a big weight difference. But Garry Russell got hands. So Garry Russell was sparring these bigger guys. You know, when he was 119, he'll spar 130 pounders, you know, just to get right. So something happened between Garry Russell and T.Bud.Crawford back in the Pan Am days, you know, when they was coming up, and somebody got on T.Crawford and whooped him up real bad in the ring, and T.Crawford was like, yeah, he got me, but he was mad. And Garry Russell, yeah, he got you, man, he got on you. And then T.Crawford came back and told Garry Russell, well, such and such got on you on the ring, man. Something. Then Garry Russell got upset, said, man, why don't you fight me? And then they was talking about, well, let's put him in the ring. Let's put him in the ring. The coach didn't want to put him in the ring because they knew Terrence was too big for Garry Russell. So whatever happened, happened. But there was some funk in the air. Garry Russell took off. He hit Bud Crawford in the jaw. And he said, man, I broke Terrence Crawford's jaw. There's no fights going on now, so let's fight. Terrence Crawford responded and said, man, you didn't break my jaw. You stole on me. And if I was to fight you, man, I will beat you down and I will break your neck. I will really hurt you. So Garry Russell's been trying to get the fight to go. He said, man, we ain't got to meet at no catch weight. I'll move up to 147 to fight you. I'm calling Al Heyman and everybody. Let's fight. Even though I want Lamachico, but me and you got problems. And let's handle this problem. So let me just let you hear what Garry Russell had to say about Terrence Crawford, and I'll elaborate a little bit more what's going on. Check it out, y'all.
Damn, Terrence. What's up, Snap? At one point, you was on your little social media, you know what I'm saying, responding to what was said about me punching you in the face and all that. But now, when I'm talking about I'm actually trying to motherfucking fight you, I don't see no response nowhere. You turn the motherfucking cast with a friendly ghost. Like, what's up, Slam? Like, you ain't answering the call for nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? I knew you was a bitch, man. I knew you was a bitch.
So, Garry Russell has been calling out Terrence Crawford for a minute. You know, for y'all that's been seeing my videos, you heard me mention, well, I'm going to get on this Terrence Crawford and Garry Russell next. I'm going to get on that next. But they've been going back and forth so much. But now it's so bad that Garry Russell Jr., he's trying to get the fight so serious that Bud is nowhere to be found. He was being found in social media when he stated that, yeah, you took off on me. You hit me in my jaw, but you didn't break my jaw. You know what I mean? I ate that punch. You didn't drop me. I ate it, and I took it, and I was ready to come back and get you. But everybody was holding me back, so I couldn't do anything. You know, so the tension's there. They want to fight. But Garry Russell's like, hey, man, you're not answering my calls. What's up? What's up with that? So Terrence Crawford has stated, he said, man, I will break your neck. If we ever fought, I will beat you down, Garry Russell. You know, so go ahead and fight Lamachico first before you try to step up to my league. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let me let you also hear another statement that Garry Russell had to say about to Terrence Crawford. I just got to let you guys hear this.
You talking about you want to break my neck? You got the opportunity to. You don't have no fight. You don't have no fight. You're not fighting Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? What, you about to fight a motherfucking bum? You want to fight a bum? Don't nobody want to see you fight no motherfucking bums. Fight somebody that can really motherfucking fight. You know what? I'm gonna turn this weekend, man.
So, as I stated in back in one of my other vlogs, that Terrence Crawford turned the fight down with Keith Thurman. So Terrence Crawford really don't have a fight. And that's what Garry Russell was saying. You don't even have a fight, man. What are you going to do? Fight a bum? Fight somebody that know how to fight like me. I'm a champion. I'm 129 pounds, moving up to 147 just to fight you. Let's fight. Let's get it on. So Terrence Crawford ain't answering no calls. I know Terrence Crawford stated before he don't want to fight nobody without a belt. It makes no sense. He said he's going to fight Keith Thurman. Or not Keith Thurman, excuse me. He's going to fight Earl Spence, who he want Earl Spence. But Earl Spence is getting ready to fight Danny Garcia, which would be another good fight for Bud, Danny Garcia, or Earl Spence, or Pacquiao. He said that's who he wants next, and he's not going to fight until then. So what I got to say about that, if that is the case, more power to you, Bud. I say go for it. But I'm also on Garry Russell's team. Why fight a bum when Garry Russell's calling you out and y'all got beef and he's willing to move up to 147 and he's the longest reigning champion? Okay? Let's get it on. You know, I think that'll be more of an entertaining fight. We'll see. Garry Russell also went on and stated a few more things, you know, I also want you guys to hear. Let's check it out.
Because this shit is ridiculous, man. This shit ridiculous. You not gonna fight nobody. You better not fight no bum. I know you gonna fight a fucking bum. Don't nobody want to see you fight nobody else. Fight Mr. Garry Russell Jr. Man, you's a sucker, man. I just wanted to point it out to the fans. Y'all see me calling this guy out. Y'all see me letting this nigga know I'm willing to meet him. I'm not trying to fight him at no catch weight. He don't have to be at a catch weight or none of that. You know what I'm saying? I will meet you at the weight class that you campaign in. You compete at 147. I will meet you at 147. I will meet you at 147, man. Tell Bob and them to do something. You know what I'm saying? I heard Bob and them actually say something slick out the mouth, like, well, he couldn't beat Lomachenko in his own weight, and he think he's gonna beat Crawford. Lomachenko fought a dehydrated Garry Russell Jr. And I've been fucking everything up since then. And if your sucker ass take the fight, since it's like that, then it should be easy. It should be a cakewalk. It should be a cakewalk. You should walk right through me. You should walk right through me. You should knock me out, all that shit. I shouldn't get past the 5th round, man. I shouldn't go 5 with you. If you take the fight, I'm going to the bank and I'm betting on myself because I'm going to fuck you up, man.
Now that sounds like some real talk. Bud Crawford, don't fight nobody else. Don't fight no bum, or you are going to look like a sucker like Mr. Garry Russell say you are. So I think that Bud needs to go ahead and take the fight with Garry Russell. That can be a little fight while he's waiting to fight, you know, one of the elite all-stars in the 147. Besides Bud himself, he's also an elite star. He has the WBA belt, you know. So let's get it on. We want to see this fight happen. That's pretty much all I have for you guys, man. No boxing, no life. I'm going to keep it real with y'all and keep it true to y'all and give y'all the real news, not the fake news. No boxing, no life. Peace out.